Hello, Aries. Hello, 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 everybody. Hope you are having a fantastic week. Let's do your extended read. Get comfy, grab your favorite adult beverage. I got love in a mug. How sweet is that? All right. Tarot of the Mystical Moments for the main deck, Wheel of Fortune Tarot for the clarifying deck, and the links to these decks can be found down below in the description box. The Moon reverse, bottom of the deck coming in, Pisces energy, and the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Nine of Wands is holding one's Eight of Wands back. Usually it's depicted in a very painful type of way. Almost there, hold on. But this Nine of Wands is in some emotional waters, holding her Ace of Wands. Kind of reminds me of the High Priestess, walking back and forth, not sure when to throw those Eight of Wands. Maybe you're waiting for the real one, the Page of Cups over here. You got a Two of Wands reverse there. Ooh, Aries, are you the one shooting your Eight of Wands over at somebody else, like Cupid? Darts. Moon reverse. Oh, there you are. Fantastic. Queen. Oh, you got the Ace of Swords too. Queen of Wands. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. All right, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Aries. If you are an Aries, know an Aries, feel like being an Aries. Aries, I'm glad you're here. You could be an Aries and this resonates. You could be dealing with an Aries. It could resonate as the main story, and Aries can be the cross watcher. This reading could be about you or for you. Take it as it resonates. Collect the messages for my lovely Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. There we are. What is the energy for Aries they need to be aware of, please? What is the energy for Aries? What is the energy? There we go, Aries. Ooh, Nine of Cups, Pisces, Page of Wands. You, fire. Somebody, that reminds me of Page of Swords, the big eye, Nine of Cups, happily ever after. This is going to be some happy news. What's influencing the Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups? Five of Swords reverse. You know what's interesting? When it's upright, see how she's hiding behind this flower? Her intentions. When it's reverse. Five of Swords reverse is getting out of one's head, not making it harder than it needs to be. Getting focused as well. And then the Page of Wands. What's the reason for the reading? Okay. Nine of Swords. One more. Didn't even get to shuffle before that fell out. Okay. Six of Wands. Leo energy. What to do, what to do, what to do. Leo is your true pair, Aries. You know, like that. All right. What's in the past? Some of you are like, I dealt with the Leo. It was definitely the opposite of my true pair. All right. What's in the past? Queen of Cups, Cancer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. What is on your mind? The Star. Wish fulfillment. It's funny because I feel like the minor and majors right here. Nine of Cups is like happily ever after, but so is the Star. It's healing. It's happiness. It's giddy. I get giddiness in this reading. Near future. What is the near future for Aries? Oh my goodness. Look at the cards. I call them bookends where these cards fell out of. Isn't that cool? The left and the right. How she's hopping on the building. Hop, hop, hop. And this person feels like at a distance watching them come towards. So I feel like you're beckoning this person towards you. It just feels like the other half of your soulmate. All right. Moon reverse. We saw at the bottom of the deck. You got the Hermit. You got the World. And you, the Emperor. I feel like this is, man, this is a good reading, actually, Aries. I don't get too many of these. Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. All right. How do you currently, look at the Justice just showing itself. How do you currently see yourself? How does Aries currently see themselves? Hierophant, Taurus, of course you do. All right, what's the energy coming in? I feel like you got somebody where they just, all they think about is you. And they're coming towards you. I feel like you're receiving it as well. You're not like pushing this away. You'll be receiving it. What's the energy coming in you don't see coming? What's the energy coming in Aries doesn't see coming? Happiness, the Sun. Look at Leo's energy. Two halves of the same whole. All right, what are in your emotions currently? Oh my gosh, the Empress. We have the Emperor and the Empress here. You got the Emperor. Why am I hiding you? No, you put the Emperor up there. You got Emperor and Empress, this true pair happening here. Empress is high vibrational. It is pulling opportunities towards them. This is why I always say the Empress feels like the feminine magician to me, feminine energy of it, because the magician does the same thing. It makes things happen. You know why? Because it knows it deserves it. It's not trying to force things. It's like some really strong manifestation happening. And with this Empress energy, it feels like, I know you're the Emperor. I mean, honestly, it could be your feminine and masculine energies both upright. Could be that. But I actually feel it's just right place, right time, right opportunity, right person, all of it. And some of you know who this is, and I feel like somebody might literally be coming your way. That's like nothing's gonna keep them from you. It feels like this like magnets. Nothing's gonna keep you two apart here. What is the outcome here for Aries? What is the outcome? What if it's a 4 of Wands, Aries? What if? What is the outcome here for Aries, please? What is the outcome here for Aries? Lovers reverse. Something told me to pull that. Judgment reverse. Is this what they're leaving? Or you're leaving? We got the 7 of Cups Scorpio. Hold on a minute. 7 of Cups Scorpio, and then the 4 of Wands did fall out, but it's reverse, Strength reverse. Oh my gosh, and the Magician upright. This feels like someone leaving something behind. Lovers reverse, Judgment reverse, same old, same old. It's like somebody's thought about it for a while, but they really haven't enacted in it. And then you got the 7 of, oh wow, you got the 7 of Stars. Especially if you first meet this person, they hadn't had a reason to get off their hard ass. You know what I mean? Or fluffy ass over here. 4 of Wands reverse, Strength reverse, no longer keeping oneself back. And there's the Magician. That's the feeling I have, because it's not a single card in tarot. This is why readings are so important, and that's why 3-card spreads are really hard. You have to really look at the other cards and the way it plays off. There's a story here happening. So when you have all these cards and they're upright and they're positive and it's such a good feel, and you have a lot of majors, by the way. Major, 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 major. Is there another one? Yeah, Strength, major, 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 major. All of these are majors, in fact. There's a lot of majors, so this is huge for somebody. Either A, somebody just had no reason to really put themselves out there and they didn't know what it is they wanted until this came along. Or B, it's like 2 people already kind of communicating, and it really feels like nothing's going to keep them back from you, and vice versa. I feel like this is mutual. I feel like you guys are marrying each other, maybe marrying. I know for the non-English speaking natives, I bet that's really hard to decipher the difference. Marrying. Okay, I should be saying it that way. All right. Anyway, not an English lesson. So that's what I'm feeling. It's like Judgment reverse and Lovers reverse. Somebody's finally breaking free from the same old for something amazing, extraordinary. Maybe breaking free from the ordinary for the extraordinary. But you're definitely receiving it, is the feeling here. All right. Why the 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands here for Aries, center of the reading? The 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands, center of the reading for Aries. Why is that? 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands. Pisces and you fire. Could be any fire, but Page of Wands. And I'm doing a fire sign. Ooh, that sounded naughty. All right, 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands, center of the reading. Judgment upright. Look at that. Outcome, Judgment reverse. Judgment out upright is when not only are you aware of what needs to change, but you're willing to take those steps to change. And I do feel with the 5 of Swords reverse, there's no self-sabotaging here, no getting in one's head, seeing something clearly, enacting, making moves. This is one person here. So 5 of Swords reverse. Why the 5 of Swords reverse? King of Wands, Leo. Yeah, I just feel, honestly, I just really feel with the King of Wands and clarifying the Five of Swords reverse, somebody doesn't want to overthink this anymore. They don't want to waste any time. They just want to make a clear path to what it is they want. I never do. I mean, I shouldn't say I never do this, but at least in this order. But something's telling me to go up to the star first before I go here, 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 here. Let's go up to Aquarius, the star on your mind, which is Aquarius energy. What's the star? Six of Wands reverse. Leo fell between the King of Swords reverse and the King of Pentacles. Six of Wands reverse on your mind to the star, leaving something for something better. Leaving something for something better and the outcome. Interesting, the near future. Speaking of star, look at the Hermit fishing, and she's got these two options coming in behind her. Pulls up a star, and I feel like that's when the mermaid turns around and sees not one ship, but two ships coming in. There's a change here, hence the world, ready to move forward. I get this distance being closed in by one or two people here. Okay. Why the Six of Wands reverse? Clarifying the star. Yep, Page of Swords. You got good. This is what puts everything in motion. Page of Swords is good news coming, right? Hence, leaving the Six of Wands reverse for something better. That's just the feeling I have when I saw those. Six of Wands upright for something. There it is, your offer. Nine of Swords, reason for the reading. Somebody's bringing this offer to you. Actually, this feels like the message. It's like, you know, in the old times, they send a pigeon. It feels like the message of somebody. Six of Cups reverse, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands reverse. Knight of Swords can be something coming in really fast. That flipped. Clarifying this. Let's see, what was below it? Page of Cups. We saw, wasn't that the second card? That was the second card of the clarifying deck. It was. Page of Cups is also a happy message here. I feel, because we're clarifying this Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is nervousness of how this is going to be received. And what if they don't want it? But it all happens. It's good news. Page of Swords literally means good news. Page of Cups is good news. Something really happy. I feel like somebody's kind of putting it up to the ethers to see how you're going to receive it. Queen of Cups in the past, Cancer energy. Hermit reverse. They found what it is they're looking for. Do you know that? Do you know that? You got the Hermit reverse here, Hermit upright in the near future. So here, they know what it is they want, and here comes the ship coming in behind. I feel like this is you, the mermaid. And then as you're pulling up, thinking you're going to pull up a fish, you pull up a star. On your mind, it's like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking of that. And here it is on the other end of my fishing pole. And then you got the Emperor and the Moon reverse, something to be revealed. That's, why do I want to say it was in front of you all along? Maybe for one or two of you out there, but for the most part, I feel like somebody's closing in on this distance. Could be emotional distance, energetic distance, or distance, you know? Coming in, you don't see coming, the Sun, Leo energy. Ten of Cups reverse. This is, ooh, did you see how that started to flip? What's below it? Nine of Wands. So that was the bottom of the, that's what it was. The Nine of Wands and then the Page of Cups, bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups reverse, and the Two of Pentacles reverse. They have been resisting reaching out. They've been resisting because they don't want to get rejected. Seven of Wands reverse, Six of Cups reverse. They're afraid that maybe it's all in their head. Maybe you don't feel the same. Maybe you're going to push them away. But I feel like they go anyway. They find some bravery here. Hierophant, how you see yourself. I feel like it's like the real. You're waiting for the real one. Anything else can kick rocks. Nine of Cups flipped. Nine of Cups, Pisces energy is a very happy card, but it's happy with oneself. Happy, it can be a very single energy. It's self-love. It's not needing anything, but if the right thing comes along and enhances your life, you're open to it. So why the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant, how you see yourself? Yeah, well, you're waiting for the real one. Ace of Pentacles. This person's like, Aries, I'm the real one. Empress, in your emotions, you called this Soulmate in, Aries. Yeah. Hangman. It's like, where have you been all my life? They're like on the other side of the world, literally. I was over here and you're over here, or vice versa. Okay, Hangman and the Empress. Just waiting for the right thing. And the right thing comes along because you did this. Yeah, Eight of Swords reverse. You're not stressed. You're not nervous. You're not overthinking. You know when it comes. You know. All right, you have a lot of cards here, so I wanted to move this all over. Lovers reverse, Judgment reverse. I want to take this in sections because this isn't, you got the Seven of Cups in this card. It's stars. I feel like you are exactly what they've been looking for. Magician, hence was the last of it. Lovers reverse, Judgment reverse. What is that about? Look at the Fool. This, I told you, this is what they're leaving behind. The Fool is like, I can't think about this anymore. I don't want to plan this. I just want to, if I don't do this today, I'm never going to do it. That's like that Fool energy is just rushing in because they're nervous. I feel like somebody's just putting themselves out there because if they start thinking about it, they're going to get caught in this Nine of Swords again, reason for the reading. And when you meet this person, Aries, they might come off really confident. They might come off as somebody who doesn't get nervous over something like you or a relationship or love. You know, it's like this person feels like they don't get nervous over anything. I feel like they do because they've never wanted something so bad. Okay, Strength reverse and the Four of Wands reverse also, because I feel like this is kind of what they're leaving. They're letting their guard down, which is really big, letting you in. Temperance reverse. Temperance reverse is when all the energy is in one area of the life. It's like there's a lack of balance in one person's life. What does that mean? It could be leaving some Strength reverse, Four of Wands reverse, Temperance reverse that hasn't been good for a long time. And because we do have a Judgment reverse, and maybe they had no reason to change because there was nothing to change for. No, so with that Judgment that we already saw, I believe that was on your mind. With the Judgment card, it's like you're giving them strength to have what it is, maybe what they thought they never could have, which is happiness or love. So Temperance reverse, because we're clarifying a Strength reverse, this is what they're letting go of. Somebody's been living in just this lack of balance. Either they worked all the time and didn't have love. They had maybe too much love. I'm not really feeling that here, and not enough work. Overthinking and not enough doing. That's like the Temperance reverse energy. And so with the Four of Wands reverse being attached to it, I know that's your energy, but it's just talking about, I feel like somebody's leaving something unhappy. With that being reverse, it's been unhappy for a long time. And now they're ready with the Leo's Strength reverse. They're not finding reasons to stay anymore. They're just letting go. Seven of Cups and the Magician and the outcome. Seven of Cups and the Magician and the outcome for Aries. Dun, 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 dun. Remember, past Queen of Cups here. That's Cancer. Chariot is Cancer. Coming full circle, aren't we, in this reading? So the Chariot is rushing in. Why they're rushing in? Because they don't want to get in their head. Chariot's here. There's love here. There's a Two of Cups here. There's soulmate energy. It's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. Magician, outcome. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Could be a comeback around with somebody you knew. For the most part, I feel like this is somebody new, but Knight of Wands reverse. Look at the fire on that one. That's Sagittarius. Ace of Cups reverse. This is what they're breaking free from. Why, Tarot Lady? Why, Tarot Lady? Because, well, Wheel of Fortune reverse is bad. I watch so many readings, and they're bad, Tarot Lady. Well, again, you have to look at the cards you're clarifying because we're clarifying an upright Magician. So why would it be a Wheel of Fortune reverse, right? The Magician has all these aces on their table. They're just waiting for the right timing, waiting for the right moment, just sometimes just waiting, but feeling strong enough to do something about it. This person had it in them all along. Some of you Aries are lending them your strength with that Magician or that Emperor and the Empress energy. And I feel like somebody's finally standing up for themselves, leaving something that they've been in for a long time. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Ace of Cups reverse, living their life without love. Knight of Wands reverse, that feels like the Judgment reverse, the minor, because it's being aware of something, but not necessarily doing anything about it. If we're dealing with somebody who wasn't in a prior relationship, we might be dealing with somebody who is perpetually single. Knight of Wands reverse, and not really putting roots down anywhere. Either way, somebody wants to put roots down in your Four of Wands territory. They want to build in your garden. So, and I feel like this is going to be happy news for you. All right, Aries, have a great rest of your week. I love you guys. Take care.